This is real shit. My woman right there. My woman's right there.
See, I know Lauren London. Lauren London used to sing backgrounds for me back in the day. And she fell in love with my keyboard player. His name is Omar Edwards. Omar went on to play for Jay-Z after me, after leaving my band. Omar Edwards got Lauren London on to American Idol, which put her in position to meet Nipsey. And then she dumped Omar, who loved her madly, for Nipsey out of nowhere. Moved him out of the way because he was about to give Dr. Sabi to the world all over again, just like Lisa Left Eye Lopez tried to do damn near 30 years ago. Y'all niggas ain't slick. Lauren London was a contestant on American Idol. She just didn't make it. And when that fell through, the next thing you knew, she was...
Jaguar Wright said it years ago, and at the time, most people dismissed it as wild talk. She claimed that Lauren London was placed into Nipsey Hussle's life in a way that mirrored past industry relationships, similar to how Faith Evans was once linked to the Notorious Big. That claim has recently resurfaced, and now some believe Jaguar may not have been alone in raising those concerns. What's fueling the renewed attention is speculation that 50 Cent may be quietly reinforcing the theory. In his recent documentary, viewers noticed what many interpreted as subtle.
Now, because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make the... was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things. Like even in an area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Wow.
To add to it, but we had to cut it down so he couldn't.
But deliberate hints suggesting Lauren London's role in Nipsey's life may have been more complicated than the public narrative ever suggested. While 50 is known for stirring conversation, fans say this time felt different. Less like trolling and more like pointing towards something unresolved. This isn't the first time Lauren's name has appeared in controversial discussions either. Both Jaguar Wright and Wack 100 have publicly questioned why her name continues to surface alongside conversations involving Diddy. That connection alone has reignited online debate, especially after Wack 100 claimed Lauren was close friends with Cassie, a relationship that raised eyebrows given everything now being discussed publicly. Wack also questioned why, after several years together, Nipsey never moved toward marriage.
To let people know he was hitting Nip baby mama. You see it's coming out. Because, Cassie and her was best friends. So when a playing like the way Diddy...
Suggesting there may have been factors behind the scenes that the public never saw. These are allegations and online theories, not proven facts, but they continue to circulate heavily across social media platforms. Lauren has consistently said in interviews that after Nipsey, she never saw herself with anyone else. Still, gossip forums and commentary channels have begun re-examining her past connections, attempting to link her to industry circles that are now under intense scrutiny.
This is real shit. My woman right there. My woman's right.
Much of this speculation gained traction after Wack 100 claimed Cassie wasn't just present around Diddy, but actively involved in organizing private gatherings, managing guest lists, and coordinating details behind the scenes. According to those claims, Cassie allegedly introduced Lauren to the same social circle. Wack suggested this dynamic mirrored how other women, including the Young Miami, were reportedly positioned close to Diddy, balancing personal relationships with business-like roles.
Everybody in the industry that we like.
If I tell my woman...
That I don't disagree with.
Listen,
Listen, come on.
You think if Diddy told Cassie, make that happen with Lauren?
These claims remain unverified but continue to gain attention because of how often similar patterns are being discussed across different cases. Former producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones has also made allegations involving Diddy, claiming unpaid compensation and inappropriate treatment during their professional relationship. He suggested that certain individuals remained close to Diddy to protect their financial stability and status. Again, these are claims that have not been proven in court, but are now part of the broader conversation.
I can't say it.
You got to.
It say take a shower if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere, you like it?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, when you drunk and
and they just ping all over you.
Additional attention came when Diddy's former assistant Capricorn Clark referenced Lauren London in legal documents, stating she may have been aware of certain private environments connected to Diddy's circle. Clark suggested Lauren was at least present during some of these moments, though the full context remains disputed.
Deal for Nipsey to be cool with Diddy?
I really can't speak on what and the reason why that man would when he was already doing a great job himself with the team that he had. But somebody convinced him that that would be a good look for him. But, no disrespect, he got.
What continues to confuse many fans is this. If these environments were as intense as alleged, why did Nipsey continue professional ties connected to Diddy at all? That question remains unanswered, and it's one reason why this conversation refuses to disappear. With his name, talent, and reputation, Nipsey Hussle easily could have moved independently. Yet for reasons that still raise questions today, he remained closely connected to Diddy's circle. And that detail alone has kept people talking even louder as time goes on.
Then came the video that set social media on fire. Big U was seen laughing.
Former Diddy bodyguard Gene Deal later came forward with comments that added fuel to the discussion. He suggested that Nipsey may have been kept under a quiet form of industry influence, not something obvious or public, but subtle pressure that kept him nearby and limited how freely he could operate. According to that narrative, it wasn't about force, but about access, protection, and control happening behind the scenes.
Add up.
What really does make sense is that Diddy has had a long career of using to trap into making them do what he wants to do or using them to move them out the way. How is Faith Evans any different than Lauren London? How? No difference at all. Struggling artists trying to make their way up, not getting the break that they needed. All of a sudden they stand next to the right guy and then now you know that guy is dead and they're okay for life. You know how many people in the business that happens to?
That perspective painted Nipsey as someone tied to powerful figures in ways most people never saw. An invisible tether, where moving too far away came with consequences no one openly discussed. Rumors suggest that when Nipsey finally began stepping back from those connections and focusing fully on his own direction after Victory Lap, the attention around him shifted dramatically. Some claim that was the moment things changed. Instead of support, he allegedly became isolated. Instead of protection, he became exposed. These are street theories and online speculation, not confirmed facts, but they continue to circulate because many people feel the official explanation never answered every question. The public narrative says Nipsey was targeted after a confrontation involving accusations of cooperation. However, many in the community have questioned that explanation for years.
What you waiting on, though? You don't know what you waiting on, though. What you waiting on? You got to tell me what you waiting on. Yeah, my mama broke you with a
Justice for them.
Show some stuff.
Or your boy would have been there like, yeah.
You know, my mama, bro, I swear to God, everybody that was showing this shit.
You did. You did.
One name that continues to surface is Big U, someone known to have long-standing tension with Nipsey. On the day Nipsey passed, questions were raised about Big U's whereabouts. Accounts given publicly appeared inconsistent, and that uncertainty became a major talking point online. The speculation grew stronger when Big U did not attend Nipsey's memorial services, which many found unusual given their shared history. Later, a clip circulated online showing Big U reacting dismissively to a comment about justice for Nipsey. That moment alone sparked intense backlash, transforming lingering rumors into a much louder narrative across social media. From that point on, the conversation never really cooled down. Months later, things escalated when an individual known as Loose Cannon appeared on the No Jumper podcast and made a shocking claim. He stated that Big U contacted him roughly 30 minutes before Nipsey's passing became public. That allegation immediately went viral, raising serious questions about timing and foreknowledge. Big U responded swiftly, sending a cease and desist notice to No Jumper demanding the episode be removed. While this action was legal, many online interpreted it as suspicious, questioning why such urgency was necessary if the claims were untrue. Instead of quieting the situation, it intensified public curiosity. Charleston White then added another layer to the discussion, claiming the conflict stemmed from financial disagreements and shifting alliances.
Yeah, but for the record, the feds, when they did come, they only wanted one thing, and I feel like this will be of special interest to you. They wanted the cease and desist from Big U in regards to Loose Cannon's first appearance on No Jumper, in which Loose basically implicated Big U in the murder of the late, great Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. And did you give them the cease and desist?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well,
According to him, once Nipsey distanced himself from certain obligations, relationships allegedly changed and tensions increased. Again, these statements remain allegations, but they were enough to keep speculation alive. Recently, the conversation has shifted even further. Some online voices now suggest the situation involved more than one individual, with Diddy's name being pulled back into the discussion. Others have taken it even further, suggesting Lauren London's industry connections may have played a role, though no evidence has been presented to support that claim. Social media commentary has only amplified the situation. Comments questioning Lauren's innocence, her past industry relationships, and her connections to people within Diddy's circle continue to spread. These opinions are not facts, but the volume of discussion keeps growing, leaving many people wondering just how deep these connections truly run. But now the situation is becoming even more complicated because new conversations suggest that everything discussed so far may only scratch the surface. Ever since these claims started circulating online, people connected to the story have reportedly tried to step back from the spotlight. Yet every time the conversation slows down, another detailer clip resurfaces, keeping the discussion alive. According to online speculation, the relationships between Diddy, Big U, and Lauren London may have been more layered than the public originally understood. Some voices claim Nipsey himself may have started noticing inconsistencies or asking questions about certain industry relationships and business arrangements happening behind closed doors. There are also claims that Nipsey was considering fully separating himself, not just creatively but personally, from certain circles he no longer felt aligned with. If true, that kind of decision could have caused tension, especially when powerful interests were involved. Again, these are unverified theories, but they continue to spread because many believe Nipsey was entering a new phase of independence. Some online commentators even suggest Nipsey may have been preparing to speak openly about uncomfortable truths. Whether that's accurate or not, fans have gone back through the older interviews, carefully analyzing moments where Nipsey appeared guarded when specific names were mentioned. To them, those moments now feel more significant than they once did. Lauren London's past interviews have also been revisited. Her emphasis on privacy, peace, and healing is now being reinterpreted by some viewers who believe she may have been holding back information to protect herself and her family. That interpretation, however, remains opinion, not proof. Adding to the tension, rumors continue to circulate that former industry insiders could eventually speak out with documentation related to business ties, private gatherings, and professional relationships connected to this circle. Whether that ever happens is unknown, but the possibility alone has kept people watching closely. This has turned into one of those stories where very few people are willing to speak openly, yet millions are paying attention. The internet senses that something unresolved still lingers beneath the surface. Some believe there are truths that simply haven't been addressed yet. One of the most controversial theories suggests Lauren and Diddy shared a close professional relationship, and that this connection may have placed Diddy closer to Nipsey than most people realized. Some online voices go further, claiming this proximity may have allowed certain movements to be monitored or influenced. These claims remain speculative and should be treated as such. The most divisive question continues to circulate across social media. Was there more happening behind the scenes than the public was ever meant to see? And if so, did those relationships have any impact on Nipsey's final chapter? There are no confirmed answers, only ongoing discussion. And now we want to hear from you. Do you believe there's more to this story, or do you think the internet is connecting dots that don't belong together? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into stories the mainstream rarely breaks down like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. We'll see you in the next video.